INBX feels pretty heavy. 107 KTB.
CSTM, Castellum announcing intent to uplist to the NYSE American, symbol changing from CSTM to CTM. That's Charlie Tango Michael. A correction on that. That's Castellum. That's currently over the counter. ONOV. Oscar November Oscar Victor changing to Charlie Tango Michael.
It's gonna be super quiet today, huh?
Good morning, good morning.
Wonder why it's gonna be so quiet. I don't know, I just can't put my finger on it.
It's like yesterday afternoon. For a while, I forgot I was even in Discord.
What's going on? How we doing? Guess we could try to knock a Wordle out real quick, huh? You rough. So rough is spelled like this, but it can't be. But it can be GH. So what else? Oh. Golf? Isn't this a word? Golf? So. Off. I have not. Oops. The heck? I mean, rough would have been my first guess, obviously, but it can't be. Ball. I don't even know, like, ball. What the heck is ball? How do you even pronounce it? Off. A main branch of a tree. Oh, is it like a bow?
Bow.
Bow. Oh, like a
Hello?
No, whatever.
What's up, Jag?
What's going on?
Good morning.
Morning, Jag. Morning, Looney. Good morning, Addedly. Finally, a real stream comes in. I've been dealing with this blue screen of death for a while. I can't figure it out. I mean, it seems to be something to do with my memory timings. It says a solution could be to reinstall NVIDIA's graphics card. But I'm going to have to obviously wait to do that. Morning, Lux. New to your channel, do you focus on penny or blue chip? If I would say closer to penny. Blue chip stocks I'll trade every once in a while. I don't really particularly choose one specifically. I try to stay away from like penny stocks, but I'm not afraid to trade them as long as the float's not too small. And blue chips I try to stay away from because they're too big. And they tend to not do what I like to do. I am a reversion type trader. So I'm looking for volatile moves like this INBX. So I'm basically looking for something to move really fast to the upside. And then I'm looking to capture a pullback. Whether that's a penny stock or blue chip that wants to do it is completely up to the market gods. But I will say that
ALTU Altitude Acquisition announcing intention to merge with a leading global medical device manufacturer.
hold on, I forgot to change IB over, I
Alpha Lima
guess.
Tango uniform.
Oh man, where's my two sub two?
That's from an amended
There we go.
proxy statement.
So I tend to lean on the side of in the middle. I like not small, but okay. Like I would say like a float somewhere around like 20 million to about like 75, 80 million. Anything over that, it starts to, the company's usually a little too big. Anything under that, the company is a little too small. In the middle there is kind of my sweet spot. As far as and then I'll take into account the market cap as well. Market cap, I like to look for pretty much anything at or under $1 billion market cap. Anything over that, you start to get, again, too big of a company. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting strat to people that are newer because, it kind of goes against the grain. It's a little niche. But with the help of the Intensity Stockwatch scanners, which are what I use to find my trades, they help me narrow down what to look for, which is that beeping sound you hear. So I'm basically just looking. So if we bring up MTC, at pre-market, it's a little weird, but see how it's basically finding these intense moves. So when this popped up to 250, the scanner started going crazy saying, hey, there's an intense move. Also shows me the float's 12 million. Volume's not that great, but as you can see, it was a really nice move. And had you had shares and you were quick enough, look at, you could have got short somewhere above like 230, 235, all the way up to 250, and look, this thing's already back to $2. That's what I look for. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I mean, there's thousands of ways to make money in the market.
INBX dollar.
It's all about finding what you're consistent with and sticking with it. I'm currently attempting, I've found that I am pretty consistent with how I'm trading. I just need to find a way to scale up. And that's kind of where I'm kind of mentally blocked right now with myself.
Coin. ATEC. Carrot.
Autofilled.
A coin was a nice one. Took a start on ATEC. I don't like the volume, so that's why I went way down on size. Put an order out. Oh, did you see that? It jumped right to me.
Order
72.
filled.
Okay, there we go.
ATEC's going crazy.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Big spread though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. It just nailed the shit out of me.
The spread.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Outmost.
AFRM. Open.
Order filled.
All out of ATEC.
ATEC $.
Watch an open.
ATEC $. On way.
What the heck is going on?
What do you mean?
The scanner is lit up.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I do. So
Yeah, it's jumping. What's going on today?
Shares of
Oh.
Gilead Sciences
shit,
now up
there was news.
more than 3%. Golf India Lima Delta after getting an
I forget.
upgrade
It's
this
beautiful
morning
chart.
at JP Morgan. That's Golf India Lima Delta. President Biden says Micron investment in New York is another win for America. Micron is
ATXI
investing
just
$100
spiked.
billion over
you got
20
any shorts
years.
on it?
That's Michael
You do?
Uniform.
Probably not.
That was reported earlier
Yeah, we don't have anything.
about the investment. Now President Biden
Watching
commenting-
COM as well. COMM. Still waiting for some of these to make like an actual move. None of them made a real move.
Open took all.
Invax trying as well.
AFRM out all B/E. ATEC $. NVAX up.
I don't know. It was a news, just a bunch of Fed speakers.
ATEC's still going down slowly.
Yeah, I'm still in.
Yeah, sad on that one. I'm glad I moved my first order down at least. Actually made it a decent trade.
Dude, I hit it in the 70s and got billed at 40s.
Ugh. I put a second order out at 73 on the ask and it went to 72. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But then it went up and got me. Morning, AJ. Yeah, it's like everything lit up for a second there, but it was like nothing made like a crazy move. It was all just like just moving higher stuff.
What the fuck is BHVN? I don't know what the fuck.
INBX out all.
I got nothing loading. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like.
ATEC LNT.
Jeez, ATEC going all the way down. That one's a bummer.
ATXI just dumped.
Watching IMVT.
Yep.
Like a big move through 750 would be nice.
IMVT up. IMVT up plenty. Carrot.
Doesn't look like he wants to do that.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
What's the spy doing? Still trying to go higher. Daku. Can't believe Daku's $55. I remember like always being like, I can't trade that. It's like $200. Now it's $50. Ah, that's the one, Thomas. It was all K, not ACAM.
I think we had an issue with ACAM as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Your ticker's trying a little bit, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. Snap making a move. So, like, Snap, talking to the stream here, Snap is a ticker that I would be way more careful with because it's a $17 billion company, right? So, that's one. Like, UAL is another one. I see that's moving. They are obviously a big company, 11 billion. The airlines are moving.
AFRM 21.20 plus orders out. Airlines moving.
And nothing's really just making that extra move.
Why you say airlines? Because there was news on airlines. The union says there's now a rule for 10-hour minimum rest for all flight attendants.
Wow.
I doubt that that's why it's moving, but
Never know. Sure, it's moving. A lot of it's probably just because of the spy.
it's just funny that that was right on the top of the spy news. Besides, Russia
Nothing.
fined TikTok for failing to delete content.
Figs up.
Watching Figs. I'd like to see it pop through 950 here. Volume's not great, but
Fire's crazy.
It's funny, if you look at it on my chart, it looks so different.
what does?
If you look at the minute chart compared to the tick chart.
That's like I was watching a guy on YouTube yesterday, and he had some weird thing where it was like it had nothing to do with the price. It was all about, or well, the candles weren't. They had
there's
the,
one called FC or something. I don't remember. I can look it up, but yeah.
well, it was based on like the volatility or something.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can, because the data feed you get from futures is a lot different than a level 2 from the stock market. You get to see a lot more. There's a lot more data to it. Not as much hiding and all that other crap.
Yeah. Well, it's just crazy because like he wasn't even trading the price. He was like just trading how fast the next candle was made or something. I don't even. It was hard to
There's
understand.
quite a few futures traders that don't even use candles. They all go off market depth, which is the DOM, like the price ladder, and they use footprint.
So, yeah, so they're just looking for the
Yep.
supply and the
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
to
if
look
you're
for
looking on a bigger
deltas.
scale.
Yeah. I've looked into it. It's difficult. I want to learn it, but it's very hard to learn because it's not a lot of information out there to learn. Because everybody can do it a different way. People don't share. I think the people that are that advanced in using that type of stuff aren't the type of people that are like, join my trade Discord.
Hey, Tech. Should have trailed you out. You still in that, Thomas? Trailing it.
Yeah.
Nice, man. So,
Thing is, I didn't
SATL,
get my full size
January
starter
57.5
being for a 1 minute
percent.
candle because when I hit it in the 70s and it filled me at 42, I did not hit the button the second time.
yeah.
IMVT finger on button.
Yeah, watching this IMBT.
Fed's Daily on CNN says Fed is committed to getting inflation Fed's down. Daily on
SPY looking nice is above June, but looking prime for a pullback. Yeah.
Took it off on that pop up.
It's funny, it just the SPY doesn't like trading intraday in this 370 area. It gapped down through it and now it's gapped up through it. Come on, IMBT, do it. Do it.
Yeah, this guy used P and F candles, which I don't know what they are.
Order
FAZ
filled.
phase holdings resuming trade.
Carrot in. Nibble there.
Shares down 39% after an offering announcement yesterday. That's Foxtrot.
Look a starter, IMBT.
AMC, the November 12 calls active. Alpha Michael Charlie.
So I started half size because I wanted my first starter to be the push through 8, but it wasn't giving it to us. I do not like when my screen keeps doing that. It's making me think about the blue screen
Of
again.
AMC getting a pop here, $7.18, up 4.5%. That's Alpha Michael Charlie. Fed's Daily says need further rate hikes, hold policies them until are truly done with getting inflation down. Cisco Fed President Mary Daly in a CNN interview. BKNG DraftKings shares spiking to the high 1658.
Bigs would have worked.
Positive note from Morgan Stanley.
Never gave me the push. AMC trying to make a move.
sports betting in general, sports betting stocks, DraftKings, CZR, Caesars, and MGM.
Autofilled.
Feds Daily says expect unemployment to rise to 4.5%, not 6.5%.
Gotta add on IMBT.
Coming up at 10, Jolt's job openings, factory orders for August, Jolt's job openings for August, and durables X defense.
I'm not a fan of how this is. I was hoping down through 8 it would get like the nice push. Come on.
Young Cudge, the boy with no boss, but I've been doing so good so far. She's so fine, but she got no car, so I'll just make the drop, but it's so far. Subpar like PGA, but still hot like the moms in PTA. She
Decent break under 8.
Yeah. Trying, but it's struggling. Of course, my average is right at 8. So it always sucks.
I'm at 805.
Yeah, I'm at 04.
AMC 40K.
Order cancelled.
How'd it go all the way down
CRD
there?
shares resume trading after that merger announcement, acquisition announcement. Shares hitting $4.20 now, 43%. That's Foxtrot Charlie Romeo Delta.
AFRM dollar.
Feds Daily says we have a narrow path for a softer landing.
Really not enjoying my Peter doing that. I can't say I didn't see that coming.
I know. I thought of it just getting out right at the 801 mark just to be done with it.
I did too, but it's like a minute for the bigger move.
I know.
I thought about just trying to just take half.
U.S.
but-
and Japan conduct a bilateral exercise after North Korea's latest missile launch. That from a U.S. military statement.
I'm definitely gonna just let it see what it does here. I'm not that big to not see, and it hasn't had an actual pullback yet. I mean, it's literally all green candles so far.
Yeah.
Not telling you how to trade, obviously. I'm just
No.
telling you what I'm doing.
Just
If we
gotta
get back down to 8 pretty quick, I feel like we'll get the nice little flush.
Yeah.
People will be like, oh, couldn't go higher.
Yeah, just get out.
Morning, Bullseye. Yeah, man. CMEG is not something you can use when you only have 500 bucks. I mean, CMEG's viable, but you need to have at least like $2,500, $3,000. You can't go in there with 500 bucks. You're better off with $500 going to one of the free brokers. Kind of grinding it. Yeah, for two. Yeah. Nice, man. Yeah, there's nothing worse than the end of a week or end of a month. You go back and look and you're like, man, I could be, I'm profitable trading, but I'm actually red because of commissions. Is PAMP today? You mean pump?
Carrot LNT.
Yeah, the hotkeys, I mean, it's definitely nice to have. Like, part of me wishes this IMVT would just pick a direction, like either go down or go up and try through high of day, because I'm assuming they're trying to get to the stops up there. Assuming people have them. Yep, there it is.
The fuck market. Just make its move and stop.
Sideways.
I couldn't really get in on it, and now I'm like, oh, it stopped. Now what's it gonna do? Should be
Q.
looking for longs, but you know it's just gonna go boom. Back to lows.
For hours at a time, stare at the ceiling while I hold back what's on my mind. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. This, I can never get off of my mattress. And all
Coming up,
ask is,
JOLTS job openings expecting 10.775 million. Factory orders for August plus 0.3% expected.
that's what the point of the mask is. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying. I'll just keep on smiling.
Wow.
LOL miss.
But I have no problem sitting in this other one for probably all day. It's funny how the market works sometimes.
LNT.
Always being judged by a bunch of strange faces. Scared to go outside, haven't seen the light in ages. But I've been places, so I'm okay-ish. So I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, bitch. The fact is, I need help, I'm failing all my classes. They think that I need glasses. I just really wish that I could pass this. Wish that I could pass. That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask
Ow.
is. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying. I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. And it just keeps on passing.
It's 300 to 500 good. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you're going to be using a cash account, so it doesn't matter. And there's no commissions. So it really just comes down to how much buying power you use each day, because I think it has to settle. I mean, that's the only issue you're going to run into. Well, I don't think you can use a margin account if you're not on
JOLTS job
PDT.
openings, factory orders, and durables X defense.
Right, your 3-day trade. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Reduced IMVT.
Yeah, this IMVT is definitely kind of annoying. I wish I would have taken half off when we could
10.053
have.
million for JOLTS job openings versus 10.775
That's kind of
million
the
expected.
annoying part of this one so far.
Durables X defense for
That
August
here
minus
is going to bring me to like
0.2%.
815. It's kind of a grinder, so basically just kind of waiting to see what it does, or if it wants to go fast. Spy is going quite great.
Yeah. What the fuck's going on?
Factory orders unchanged. Versus plus 0.3% expected.
Oust maybe.
NCRA, Nocera, and V Nation Institutional Food Development enter into distribution agreement. November Charlie Romeo Alpha, NCRA.
Fucking took me right on the day.
Just go up the highs now,
IBT?
37.96,
Yeah.
up 2.85%.
Are they still like coming out with numbers and stuff?
What's that?
I was just curious, like if the spy, like why the spy is doing what it's doing.
No, there was just some Fed speakers this morning. 10 o'clock, there's some news. There was
I mean, yeah, if you're using a cash account and you want to make multiple trades, you're gonna have to split it up. You wouldn't be able to just do it all at once.
just factory order numbers and stuff like that. Nothing
Yeah.
that moves the market like this.
There's a guy that does that. What's his name? Monkey trading.
There were
Monkey.
3
Monkey
Fed
trading.
speakers
Trading
this morning,
monkey.
but that usually doesn't move the market.
He does
Probably
that.
saying the same thing Powell said.
So basically, I was gonna say we'd look for this not to get back above 832 area.
Factory orders,
Order filled.
which is durable goods.
Order cancelled.
It's 2:45 p.m. Wake up from snoring, open DM, scan of Red Bull by the bed. Vape is charged and Snapchat's red.
Job openings are down quite a bit. Like 1.1 million. That would make the market move since the Fed wants job openings to go down.
Talk about a fake out.
Just a single message more since rubbing up my Ethernet cord.
Yeah, job openings went from 11.2 million to 10.10 million.
I'll make you forget every guy that came before me. 'Cause I, like you,
AFRM out all.
let's skip to the good bit. Let's consummate our internet connection. I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him.
Order partially filled. Order filled. Order cancelled.
Mum took away my PS4, so I punched a hole through my bedroom wall. I'm not aggressive, just ooze masculine passion.
See if we can buy our way out of this one.
Did you know I've also got depression? Self-diagnosed, thought I should mention. I thought you could be the one to fix me.
Hate when it rips like this. There was one setup that I could have got in that I used, but it happened right 1 minute after the bell. I'm like, I'm not taking that.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
IMVT kicking back for now. Daily supports but also want room for +9.
Mum took away my PS4. I've said it so many times before. How can I live on if I keep on collecting? These every little slice an insurrection, constant pain in every dimension. My body weeps, disbelief head suspension.
I wanna be the guy that you find stalking your affection.
Order filled.
Social
All
media
right. I feel much better in this one.
$$ IMVT.
See if we can't let this one play out a little bit. Yeah, 500 is not a lot. Especially, I mean, you can't do it for CMEG. But if you use a cash account, I mean, you can figure it out. I actually noticed that this is trying to follow the SPY a little bit. So I saw the SPY coming down on that second candle and I bought when it wasn't going back to the highs. That's why I did what I did. Just FYI. Not saying it was right. And it's usually not what you'd see me do, but that's kind of what I saw. Ideally, I'd like to see these get down through 8. Not really sure I want to let these go back through my average either. Not really sure where I'd want to let these go. I mean, high of day is the only logical stop at this point. Yeah, I mean, if you can add money every week that you're going, I mean, you'll be fine, man. You just gotta keep an eye on your buying power, etc.
ACN Accenture acquires Blackcomb Consultants. Terms not disclosed. Alpha Charlie.
IMVT $.
Only if I could be that patient with more shares. But I bought or shorted those shares because I was trying to just get my average way up, looking for that quick drop. I wasn't looking for this to do what it's doing.
Willing to let leftovers play out on this one.
I mean, I kind of want to let leftovers go too. But I really don't want to let these go against me either. Let's do this. Take half off. See if we can get half off on the break of 8 here. And then see if we can't get the other 25 down here towards 7. Right? Because I mean, that's that previous resistance. See if we can get like a nice fade. I just noticed so many similarities in the SPY here, so SPY is starting to try to move back up. And this looks like it wants to break. But we saw how ignorant the $8 area can be.
Order partially filled.
We'll take
Order
that
filled.
off and we will trail the rest. We'll just put it at break even.
Yeah, I messed my IMBT trade.
2.
I'm just really trying to stick with the idea of if there hasn't been red candles yet, I'm really okay with trying to hold on. As long as I'm not obviously too big at that point.
I think my stats got in my head on this trade here because obviously I could play this one all the way up to 940 and not have. I haven't taken a max loss, but I took a small loss on it. So yeah, my stats got in my head. There's
a pretty key area around that $9 area too. So that's when I first got into the trade, I saw that. So I tried to space my, I was willing to space my ads out accordingly to try to get to that $9 area, which I could have easily gotten there. But when I realized that it was struggling around this 840 area, I kind of hammered it. This $8 area, man, is not budging.
No, somebody wants it above that.
I mean, we could feel it on that first try.
Yeah.
And just like somebody was just soaking those shares.
What'd you get your average up to?
Additively, that's not, if you're just starting, that's not true. 823.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as long as you trade in accordance with your account size, and especially since you don't have commissions or anything, like, I mean, with no commissions, you know, on something like TOS, I mean, you could literally trade one share. Oh, it's 100% hard to overcome. 100%. Like, it's going to be hard to grow a $500 account. The only reason that these gurus on YouTube do that is because they're risking that full $500 on that first trade. And they're risking the full, like, even if they make 500, now they have 1,000, they're risking that 1,000 on the next one. And then they're risking 2,000 if they double it again. Like, they're constantly risking 100% of the account. Where if you're looking to last, you just can't do that. But they know that they can just fire another bullet. All these guys that do that $500 challenge or whatever, they know that they could do it 100 times. And then they're just waiting for one of them to actually work. Oh, it's looking kind of weak. I mean, I'd love to hold these shares that I have until 750. That'd be nice.
So apparently that job number is the biggest drop since the COVID lockdown. Devin asked, how goes it? It's like, kind of tell by why there being no charts in the chat.
There's a lot happening at first though, but then nothing good.
DNUT, Krispy Kreme shares up 3.5%. Company announced it's entering France in 2023. That's Delta November Uniform Tango.
Yeah, I mean, Adderley's not entirely wrong. Like, if you've been trading for 5 years, you should know that starting with 500 is not the best scenario. Is it doable? Yeah. Is it likely? No. And you'll never hear me say you should start with anything less than 2,500, 3,000. I mean, even that's kind of pushing it. Yeah. Yeah, the buying power alone, which is why you want to use something like CMEG, but at the same time, CMEG is going to eat you alive. So that's why I said, I mean, if you had 2,500 to 3 grand, you're more likely to not worry about the commissions and fees as much, and you can still take some size on margin. But 500, you can't really take size, and on top of that, the fees are big enough to where it's just going to eat a percentage of your account every day. So, I mean, you're definitely stuck in a hard spot. I really want to get some kind of a curtain just to get rid of this like line on the tank. I feel like that's
Carrot changing my mind. LNT.
The SPY is actually working its way down here, so see what happens. See if it comes up and tags us first. I could see that happening. Come tag us right there at 23. It's close enough. And then it follows the SPY right after. Wouldn't that be typical? Oh, 22. There was a volume increase. Could that have been him getting out? Nope, maybe not. 22 stepped in for us. Come on, 22, you could do it. SPY's going down, follow it. Could that be it? Could that have been him? Was that the proper? Is he gone? See the little volume increase? Maybe. That was the last of his shares. Oh, maybe. There it goes. There we go. He's gone. Thank you, seller who stepped in at 22 to take the rest of his shares. To let my 25 shares ride. I told you, this is following the SPY. Like, if you look at this in the SPY, it's very similar looking. And look, SPY, pretty much straight up, had a move, came down. SPY, IMVT, straight up, come down. Now we just need this to follow the SPY back down. Through 8. SPY trying to make the lower low here.
A-Tech out all.
Yeah, Adley, you're not the first person to say that. You know, in theory, it shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, if you're making money, you're making money. The problem with scaling the strategy is the max loss has to go up as you're scaling, right? So if you're scaling and then you finally take a max loss, that's kind of where you get effed, right? You get effed right in the butt. However, my thought process, I've been thinking about this more and more and more. I mean, you guys can clearly see my P&L curve, right? So when I scale, clearly over time, I can make this go in this direction, minus a dumb 2 weeks where I decided to try to do something different. So if I scale and I take a big loss, I have to, in my mind, be okay with staying at that sizing, right? That's the key, I feel. So every time I scale and go a little bit bigger, I have to be okay with, if I take that big loss, staying there instead of sizing back down because I took the loss, because then I'm in a never-ending loop, right?
Might get through that 8.
I'm trying to size up, and then boom, you get hit with a big loss. You scale back down to make sure that you're okay, and you're basically just building back up to that point where you feel okay to scale up again. And so it's like a never-ending cycle where you're going to take a bigger loss because you're scaling. So it's just part of it.
Back in that thing, but it's like,
however,
it's not you, it's a chase.
The problem with that, or the problem with that is you have to mentally be able to do it. That's really the issue here.
Doesn't want to break
They just
down
keep fucking stepping in there, don't they?
Yeah, you ain't lying, huh?
That's the third time.
IMVTLNT.
And this thing, if you really look at it,
Done
is
with
kind of
this thing,
following the
LOL.
SPY.
Yeah, kind of.
And the SPY is trying to break down, so that's the only reason I'm like, come on, let's go. I mean, because look at the SPY. It tried to hold where it's at now, and then it came back down to it, and it's trying to hold it again. So it's like, if you look at that same area on IMVT, just use $8 instead of that area on the SPY. It's essentially the same chart.
Dalio,
Yeah.
founder of Bridgewater, has stepped down from his position as co-CIO.
Yeah, I haven't seen people step in like this at a key level several times like this in a while. I mean, it's like so obvious. Thanks, Looney. It's not a new angle, actually. It's I just moved the fish tank. Everything else is the same.
All right, I'm gonna walk away for a sec before I jump in what I think's the backside of this stupid ticker.
Yeah, I mean, addedly, we'll see. I am trying to push now. I mean, you can see in my winners that just from a month ago, I'm already making much more.
Yeah, it's the same thing in futures.
Yeah, I guess I should put this on too. It'll make it look even better.
So they won't let it get above there.
This actually looks better when it's at like nighttime
There's a
because the
huge
room's
amount
like
of
really
orders
dark. That's why I want to get the curtains.
Or buyers trying to buy there.
I even got like one of them salt lamps, salt rock lava, whatever the heck those things are called, salt rock lamps, Himalayan salt rock. I forget what they're called. But that actually looks pretty cool when it's really dark too, because it has like the blue and then it has like the yellow. I can change this from the blue, but all the other colors don't really like look that great. Yeah, purple, orange. Orange actually looks good at night, but it's hard to see during the day. The only one that's like really strong is the blue. It's like the only one that you can really see during the day. Well, that's another thing, Bullseye, is you're not really going to be able to scale in and out on a cash account. You could try, but you're going to run out of buying power real quick. Adley, what are you talking about? The ceiling for what? Based on how this is traded, I'm actually pretty happy with how I've traded it. Now I'm just basically trying to let leftovers do something, but it's not looking like they're going to, especially because the SPY looks like it's trying to move higher. Oh, Chat 69's back. Coming for you. Coming for you, Chat 69. It's Looney's favorite person. Maybe I'll just make him a moderator. Instead of kicking him out of here, I'll just make him a moderator.
CMRA, Camaro Airlines, expands Wolver operations, Charlie Michael Romeo Alpha.
Oh, SPY actually got rejected.
DVP GSC Solutions wins contract to implement digital twin simulator for nuclear plant in Korea. That's Golf Victor Papa, GP.
Oh! Oh!
Gilead shares up near the highs now.
I see a 7, and I'm like, is it time? It's
On
time!
that upgrade at JP Morgan.
In the red
earlier,
corner,
seeing the October 67
we have a
closing
buyer
off
that no one's
on
seen
Philly
before,
off India
who
Lima.
loves the magical number 8. You can only scale to a certain extent. Unless it's a swing trade, then you won't have a problem scaling. Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of already knew that. Just based off of Brian, who is my mentor, the owner of ISW. I mean, and just through watching someone like people like Madas on YouTube. Like there's got to be a ceiling for what you do because of liquidity. I mean, liquidity is what really becomes the issue. But if you're trading things like Tesla and SPY and AMC, not AMC particularly, but ones that have and provide a ton of liquidity, I mean, you're perfectly fine. Like IMVT, I mean, believe it or not, the liquidity in this one is not that bad, right? We have 4 million shares. It may be acting like it's slow. And maybe if you have a big order like 10,000 shares at this point, now that it's really slowed down, it could be pretty tough. However, if you're playing the ones that, 10 million plus a day and there's constant liquidity coming in, then the odds are you're going to be perfectly fine. But that is a cap that you do have to deal with. Yeah, it feels like it wants to move higher.
Yep.
I mean, when you bounce off a certain level like this amount of times, people are going to be like, oh, that's a really good area to risk off of.
Yep.
But that means if for some reason we can get down to like 794, which is because I think it went to 795 at one point. Maybe? No, 796 is the lowest I'm seeing. So now there's probably a ton of people that are long with their stops right there. So if somehow we can get the push down through there, this thing could die. And damn right well where my stop's going. Right to $8.
Yeah. Because that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably keep it a little bit above just to give it some wiggle room. But if we can get a move down to like 780s, I mean, there's no way I'd let this come back up through 8. Not after it's done what it's done. If it can't be resistance after being support 3 times, then I just don't want anything to do with it. In order for you to scale, you need to actually work the order like a hedge fund. Very difficult. To make life-changing money, I don't feel that's true. I mean, look at... I'll use Matt as an example again. I mean, he's not trading crazy size. And, he can be up and down 20, 30 grand a day like it's nothing. So that right there just shows you. And I know... just from personal experience of seeing things, that you don't need that much size to make 10 grand plus a day. I mean, if you're making 10 grand a day, I mean, you're not at least happy with it, then whatever. Because that's what 2.5 million a year, and that's only 10,000 a day. That's really not that much in the big picture of things. No. Is this AGQ? This is a low float? Or it says it's a low float. Yeah, I guess this move on the SPY will be telling for if IMVT is actually following it. Or maybe this is just a buyout at like 808. It just goes sideways the rest of the day.
If that's the case, good thing you're at 823.
Oh.
Order filled.
I'm out.
Uh-oh.
All out IMVT.
Gave me some slippage, fuckers.
Holy slippage, Batman. That was you who caused that? Jerk.
Oh, addedly, when if and when I get to that point, I 100% plan to try to keep pushing. But I mean, if you're not okay with $2.5 million a year, then I don't really know what to tell you. But my first long-term goal is one grand a day, like is to hit that those four figure days. Like that's really what I'm looking for. 2.5 million a year is enough for me. That would be plenty. We're not very I'm not looking to necessarily like live some crazy lifestyle. I just want to have everything paid off. I want to be able to allow my family to basically do and go wherever we want with just money not being a question. Like that's the kind of life I want to live. But we are fairly frugal anyway, so.
There's so many voices ringing around in my head. Don't wanna lose you. Don't wanna fall into this melody composed of everything forsaken. Don't wanna lose you. Even if you're gonna drown me in the desert, drown me in the ocean. Give up all direction just for you. If you're a dream, then I don't wanna wait.
Yeah, Froggo, I tried. Got down to a size I was comfortable letting go back through the through break even. Dang, Looney, you're smart. Only if you were listening when I did the math for you. Oh, green. Yeah, so that was a 50 share starter, 50 share ad, and then those two triangles on the back. The lower one is 100 shares, but the higher one's 200 shares.
Oh, okay. So you got your average up good.
Yeah, I was at 23.
ABCT up.
Treasury Secretary Yellen says no truth reports that she's leaving the post soon.
AAL starting to move.
Ugh SSR, miss. AAL up.
1320 would be nice there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Delta, American. There's one more.
United.
American. Wait, you said that already.
Yeah.
Delta.
Yeah, there's one more.
So United is
Oh,
UAL.
UAL. Let's say United. Yeah. AAL looks the best.
Yeah. PC just alerted. It's a $4 stock and has like a 22 cent spread.
Yeah, I see that. I pulled it up.
So they looked at it, I go, oh, that looks good.
TSLA, Tesla
Until you
hitting
look at it.
intraday high up 5.3%. Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
Oh, that's not the pop I was hoping for, Mr. AAL. I was actually getting ready to put an order out at 13.13, but
Yeah, I had one at 13.10. Getting ready to hit it, and then nope. CBNA is making a nice move, which is weird because normally it follows the SPY pretty close, but it's not even close to it.
can't type. And what amount in terms of yearly gains is good for you? I mean, 100K would be real nice right now, but I think right now I'm on pace for like 10 grand. It's been a pretty slow year.
Tim, you ever use Interactive Brokers portal to sell any long-term shares?
Not the well, yeah, well, not to sell, but I use it to buy the kids' custodial account shares.
I'm sure if I just hit the close position, it's going to close whatever shares I have in this IBKR.
Yeah, that would be my assumption. And I'm assuming it'll also pop up like a confirm type thing.
Yeah, I'm about to hit the
Should
close
just mark it
position.
though.
Yeah. When you do that, I'm immediately sending a email. Where my money? Well, he got those from using the referral link, and I think I'm supposed to get something as well.
Oh, when
But
he
I never
sells them?
did.
Or just
Well,
a year after?
yeah, it's supposed to be a year, but I think it's been over a year. But if he can sell them, then it's been over a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
I forget when you joined IB. I remember.
September made a year.
Yeah, I'm only up $2,300.
So I don't know if
on the
this
year.
was the last, because it was like you had your initial deposit, but
Lost
then you also had
$2,000
if you
of
made
that
another
right here.
deposit within so
crazy.
long, they would still give you more. So I got rid of the ones that I think first came across. Now this is the
But the way that
second.
I'm trading right now, I feel like even with the
Say
bigger
a year
max
for the
loss, I
second
can't
safe.
really get to that.
You sold the
It's just
first
not
one, right?
possible. Not unless I.
Yeah, it's I
crazy.
got out of majority on my position.
Majority or all of them?
IB does not
Well,
offer
this
Sterling,
is
I don't
the
think.
sell order
I think
right now.
they have their TWS, which is kind of like Sterling, sort of.
Nope.
Yeah, I would say
Uninvested stocks.
I don't think it's got to be a year from the last time you bought, probably, or got. Not bought.
This
I'm gonna have to
message that
call
I
them.
asked.
I forgot how there's a stupid way to run a report in their system to find out. I guess now I got to know what day it is that I can sell these.
I'm sure that's a pain in the ass with their fucking thing. Easy to do on Weeble, my long-term one. Weeble's great for long-term because it's all free. Who cares if you see my data? Someone does not want this to go above this 37.95. I think you guys even know what I'm talking about.
I just subtract a 0 and look at the SPY.
Well, you could do that, but if you did that, I'm at 379 and SPY's at 376. So I'm guessing they're the same levels, just different numbers. I haven't really charted the SPY in a long time.
Never really looked at
Looks about the same.
the daily on this. Yeah, I guess the daily does look pretty nice. This would probably long term come down to the 660. Another top
funny,
tick
it gets
before
up
it
to that
fades all
number and
day.
it's
Did you
literally
guys see that
0.
yesterday? What was it, VSAT? Look at what VSAT did to me yesterday. This little push here, I stopped out. It was like 37, 38, I forget. 35, 36, 37, something like that.
Nope.
Goes to 48. So it gets me within 10 cents and then fades. What is that? 43, 5 points. That was just, that whole trade was just annoying. Addedly, you totally should. It would make life so much better. Not right now, though, because his mom just broke his hip and needs to get surgery. But you totally should.
OPEC Plus considers cut to quota of as much as 2 million barrels per day. That from
Oh,
Delegate
UCO.
45 Bloomberg.
This
Now,
oil.
I think so. Oh no, it's ProShares. ProShares Ultra, whatever.
UCO
Yeah,
ETF.
Probably can't
Can't
trade it.
trade here.
Crude
Oil
spiked to
news.
the highs
Bloomberg crude oil.
86.96, up almost 3.5%
It's moving
at
like
the
a
high.
crazy
Yeah,
motherfucker.
on
it's
that headline.
headline.
Again, report now that OPEC Plus is considering a cut of as much as 2 million barrels per day, according to delegates.
Is that what the CRK is as well?
Comstock Resources.
Comstock Resources?
Yeah, that's energy, minerals, oil, gas. It's a Comstock resource, whatever that is.
CRK up.
We could make an actual move up through the $0.50 here. I might be interested in starting it.
You have shorts on HUSA?
A few.
Some sort of natural gas resource in eastern Texas.
And Houston American Energy.
Really wanted the CRK to get up into the 70s. Trading in futures or options worth it in small account? I have no idea. No experience there.
Shares of several oil stocks are trading higher amidst increased price from OPEC is rumored to consider a 1 million barrel per day oil production cut.
Thanks, Charlie 3.0.
Sure.
I was just being funny because he just said that.
Well, I'm basically reading the same thing he's saying. I got what you were.
The question is, who is getting that information before he does?
Well, there is a news platform that's quicker than Bazinga. It's ScanZ. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles. And I think Benzinga fact checks their shit a little better.
What's it called? ScanZ?
Scan Z. So scan the letter Z isn't zebra.
Scans with a Z instead of an S.
I think it's scan, no plural. Z.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They're just spelling scans, but with a
Yes.
Z.
Yes. I did a trial of it. It's pretty nice. You can set up alerts a little bit easier than you can with Benzinga. It's cheaper than Benzinga, but
Even have scanners.
yeah, it's very basic. It's almost like it's like Windows 95 feel, but it's kind of nice because you can just minimize it and put it in a little window. I liked it.
I wonder how they're faster than Benzinga though.
Well, like I said, from what I could tell, well, Benzinga has a team of people that post this shit, and I think they see it and then they post it. Sometimes it's faster than others. The shit that Charlie reads is mostly from what they call BZ Wire.
Sorry, let me catch up with you guys. Spinning can be hard sometimes, but just look at your graph. You're battle tested. You know, people keep telling me that.
Others that are faster,
And that's what makes me
like
realize if I do start to scale, I need to just, if I do take a loss, whatever size I'm at currently, I need to just stay there because I know long term I'm fine. And that's kind of where I'm at right now mentally. And I'm trying. I'm really trying to push into the end of the year.
The funny thing with ScanZ, hacking along. They have what, a 2-week trial? Goes by email.
It
and
says
phone
7
number?
days.
Or 7 days. So what you can do is just have multiple emails, and then you use the, you know, those online websites for SMS.
Yeah.
You just use those to get the code, and you can continuously get it for free if you're willing to put forth the effort.
They even have you can what's the word I'm looking for? Integrate with interactive brokers and TDA. So like if you want to use their charts, you could. Oh, this is that one that freaking Nate dude was talking about on one of his videos.
Probably. It's
yeah. Well, yeah, he's at the bottom of the thing. It says Nate from Investors Underground.
Those are the two biggies that retail uses.
So that's what they're doing. They're getting their name out by paying creators.
Well, yeah.
Just smart.
It does.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying there's
pumps like a
anything
motherfucker. I like their scanner way better than Benzinga. Benzinga scanners are,
I have my customized COS scan
They're
filters. I'm
relatively
trying to
new,
keep my
they're still
fees on
looking
tools
better.
down right now, free. No commission to paying for tools yet. I mean, that's how you have to do it. I mean, you have to make it work. I mean, even if I can get to where I'm making like 30 grand a year, like just to start. I mean, what is that? It's 252 trading days. 30,000 about 252. That's $119 a day. Like, I know that I can get to that. I just need to get to that. Like, if we're in a hot market and I'm getting even 2 more trades, like I'm there and I'm not even trading size like, at all. So it's like, I know I can do it. It's just a matter of doing it.
Damn it, it's the whole damn month.
What?
I got a whole that stupid IBKR
Oh, for the
to the freaking 27th.
Well, closing
this
stretch.
That is for sure.
It could be you could get another share and have to wait another year.
Dude, I'd be so pissed.
You'd be like,
Wait,
why
wait,
did
wait.
you give me more money? I don't want it.
Wait, but how do we give Thomas a share? Here, take my free share. No. Uh-oh. Broke that level.
I keep thinking to myself, maybe things will change. But you don't show it if I'm really being honest. I hate that I feel like I'm just a second option. I gave you 80 long months and all I have is some paranoid thoughts I can't look past.
I fucking hate breakouts.
So don't tell me things like you still love me. Trust me, 'cause we both know you never came close.
Is this Q2? Made a crazy move just now. Volume out of nowhere.
Yeah, I saw that. I pulled it up. It was already weight. It was already
Yeah.
down or something. Didn't even give us a chance to fucking look at it.
QTWO, Q2 Holdings getting a pop here. Quebec Tango Whiskey Oscar.
Thanks, Charlie.
Q2
QTWO
earlier
miss.
announced it acquired Sensible.
I pulled it almost instantly, was too fast.
I can't be the one to tell you to flip the page.
MA MasterCard says makes it easier, safer to buy crypto. Launching Crypto Secure. That's Michael Alpha.
Thoughts I can't look past. So don't tell me things like you still love me. Trust me, 'cause we both know you never came close. So don't tell me things like you still love me, baby, 'cause we both know you never came close.
I'll be right back.
The fuck? I was like, where's that buzzing noise come from? That was my phone.
Another crazy journey, another chance to go and change the past. But I know how the story will go, 'cause all these legends I carry with me, all these lifetimes that only I see, I'm taken to this place in between, where I've been and where I'll be. Turn back time, oh, gonna hit rewind and find that all these memories, discoveries, these fantasies, they stay with me. Turn back time, oh, gonna hit rewind, remember all the tales of all the people that I meet, 'cause I have to leave them all behind and then repeat. Don't forget this pain and regret, so I can learn from the tragedy and change the course of this history.
SM and CPE possible VE plays if they can find the volume for UD. QSI. Chase.
What does Tim do after trading? So I've been really working on eating better. I actually just bought an elliptical machine. So I'm going to try to get back into actually finally getting into some exercise to get back on the weight loss track. I kind of took a couple weeks off there for my birthday. No more mile runs
Like
just
that,
yet. Eventually, but not anytime soon. Maybe when my knee is replaced at some point. Dude, running just... That's why I got the elliptical, because my left knee is just shot. So bad. But yeah, I mean, I try to get things done around the house. Like, I keep up with the yard. It's a big yard. The garden out front. The dishes. Just keeping things tidy. Nothing too crazy, but walking is the same. I mean, I'd go on walks pretty much every day that I can because we have the puppy. So I've been trying to get out and walk with him as much as possible. Again, today it's that Hurricane Ian like decided to stall on top of us and turn into a nor'easter that's been sitting on us for the last 2 days.
QSI dollar.
Been like non-stop raining. Let's see if it's supposed to clear out. Yeah, it literally like is turning back inland. It literally like just stopped on top of us and is just slowly turning. Ugh, and it's supposed to get nasty tonight. You getting all out of this up there, DT and Jag?
Wait, what?
This rain?
Oh yeah.
This
Rain
nor'easter?
since Friday
bull-
night.
Yeah, man, it's been nonstop.
Yeah.
If you go look at the radar, we're about to like get some nasty shit tonight. Around like 5 o'clock, it says.
I looked at it on Saturday and I knew we were gonna get rain. I think they're calling for rain till like Thursday or something.
Well, yeah, literally, it stopped and it's like spinning on top of us now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That's what happens. We get those often because it comes
Also
up
gets me away
here
from the
and it's all
computer
that
while
cold
the weather's
weather
nice.
coming down from Canada.
You're at college, right? You
get a
said?
warm front
You said you
coming
walk
in,
around
just stalls
campus?
on top of us. That's how
I
we
also,
get fucking
this
floods.
is a standing desk, so I do that a lot too. Like when the stream ends, I usually
Steve's
put the
probably
desk
gonna be
up because
fucking
I'm
nice
usually
and,
in and out of the office,
it's
and then that way I
2 days.
can just kind of go back and forth. Once in a hurricane. I was born in a hurricane. Hurricane Gloria, 1985.
SINT Syntax
Oh,
announcing
yeah,
new
it's supposed to quit
antibacterial
tomorrow.
biomedical patents and expansion of intellectual property portfolio.
But on the side,
companies
games,
will
yeah.
launch
So
patents
I am a gamer.
that
I like to
extend the
play. I
angle.
used to play way more than I do now, but since I've had the kids, I've tried to find games that I can play
Every time we complain that it won't
recreationally,
stop raining.
aka
Yeah,
like
bring it
10
in,
minutes at
we
a
need it.
time, instead of games where you sit down and you have to play for like an hour. Like Counter-Strike, I was big into Counter-Strike, Valorant for a little while,
Playoffs already?
League of Legends.
Echo Alpha Lima.
No, baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Yeah, football just started.
I thought so, but I hear I don't know. You know how much I follow sports. It just says
Yeah.
playoffs. Like it's just.
But lately, I've been playing Clash Royale on my phone ever since it came out. That's kind of like a on the toilet kind of game. And then if I'm sitting at my computer with some extra time, I'll usually load up Rocket League. But a lot of my spare time, to be honest, is I'm usually watching trading videos or trying to figure out what videos to make, how to go forward with like YouTube and stuff like that.
CCRN up for BE as well.
Did you ever watch that Spanish or Mexican girl that does the weather with the big butt?
Say that again?
Do you know that weather girl, that the Spanish girl with the big butt?
Oh yeah, the one that does all the Wall Street bet stuff. Well, she doesn't do it, but they turn it into it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I guess apparently we have a new news lady.
Oh yeah.
And well, she's not as good looking, but I think they were trying. Let's see if I can capture it correctly.
Oh, Froggo, I just saw what you said. Nasty Nate. Yeah, he might. Or they just pay him a lot to put his name on it.
So apparently we have a new. I've never seen this weather girl, but it's not like I watch the weather all the time.
Yeah, that girl from Brazil or wherever she's from.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said this girl's not the same, but you can tell what they're trying to go for.
That's the one.
SOFI, SoFi
Jeez.
Technologies.
But you can, yeah, but see,
Wall
she's
Street,
not,
Oscar Foxtrot, India.
she's not skinny like the first girl.
No, that's what I said. She's not,
Yeah.
but you can see. I was like, wait a minute.
And that is quite the buttocks. Very nice.
Oh boy, I only like the first movie. I don't even think I saw the second one.
No, dude, it's so bad. Do not waste your time.
I did. Yeah, I wasn't about to.
I watched it in.
It's old real quick.
Yeah, I watched it in 2.25x, and I still feel like I wasted my time.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if it was even the trailer. I was like, no.
You sound like you
trailer, you, made me laugh.
you really think that you adopted the dark. I was
worse.
born in it. Shower is pretty good for ideas. I have tons of ideas. The problem right now is I don't want to waste my good ideas when no one's really watching. I mean, how bad is that? Like, I know you should just be always putting content out, but I feel like I have some really good ideas, but I want to put them out when I feel they would actually get the most traction. Because, like, how many videos are out there that were probably masterpieces that they were just put out too soon? You know? Where if they had the bigger audience, that same video would have probably went viral. Like, I'm sure it's happened so many times. And I'm not saying my stuff's going to go viral. I'm just saying I feel like I have some really good ideas, and I don't want to put them out knowing that it's not going to get the reach that it deserves. And on top of that, I'm still learning how to make better videos, which I think has a lot to do with it as well. Like, I feel like I would under-produce, under-edit the videos that I have in mind, and they wouldn't do that well. So it's like I'm constantly trying to learn. Yeah, I mean, you see what I'm talking about tonight?
Yeah, I sort of. Well, they're not really showing your area, but I see what you're talking about.
Zoom out, you dummy.
I'm looking at the weather report of the map.
I've been having that. I've been having.
Pocket.
Yeah, but it looks like it's just coming off the bay.
Scranton. Look at the pocket near Scranton. That's
Yeah, I saw it. I was gonna say I've been having that issue with the blue screen again. It's been happening more frequently. After I get off stream today, I think I'm gonna try to mess with some stuff in the BIOS and see if I can fix it.
What would the BIOS have anything to do?
So a lot of what I read when I searched the error code that it's giving me, it says like sometimes when Windows 10 updates, it'll mess with like the frequencies or the timings. So I'm wondering if it has. Yeah, so I'm wondering if it has
that will
something
give
to
you
do
a
with
weird
that.
memory error. Like I said, I was getting all these weird memory errors like randomly, and it was because somehow my XMP profile got pushed up by 1. I forget what it's supposed to be. It was like
Later,
supposed to be-
Adley. Battle tested. Thanks, man.
Not
Seriously.
18. It's
like-
what, 1866, and it was.
I mean,
set
it
at,
means
like,
a lot to keep hearing it.
1867.
It's
I was like,
building my
"It's not
confidence.
even
It
a
really
fucking
is. Like, I'm
title."
trying to build my own confidence, but at the same time, just
That's
like hearing
weird,
little
'cause
things from
Windows
other
isn't supposed to
people.
be able to touch your BIOS.
I always say
Yeah.
people that can see it from the outside looking in,
Doesn't seem
it's a lot more influential to me.
possible.
Because I can believe what I want to believe, but knowing that other people can, it's kind of like when you're losing weight. You think you're losing weight, you see a number on a scale, but until like other people are like, "Oh, you've been losing weight," it's like that's when it finally
You could
is
also
like,
just have a bad memory.
okay,
Have you
you're
tried
doing
running
good.
a memory test? Not that they ever really work.
You know, I've tried running those like back in the day when I knew I had a memory issue, and they still didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. I've ran them a few times and they seem to like pass. Even though
Yeah.
I'm like, wait,
Oh, where's Devin? PDD. Oh wow, this thing's actually made a decent move today.
you could also try lowering your speed by one. Not by one number, but I don't know what your speed is.
Yeah. Well, I don't. It's all default. I haven't changed any of it. Well, and
we don't have those issues.
Bullshit.
Well, Nvidia usually doesn't have these issues either. This is the first time I've ever had this issue.
I'll call fucking. How's their?
Wait, Oil Minister says OPEC Plus mainly
what was the error?
focuses on providing enough supplies for the market.
It would
You
refresh.
see, it doesn't
display
happen that
properties.
often. You can't even remember the fucking error.
That's because I haven't got an AMD since fucking 20 years. Because of that issue. It would do a display refresh,
TUP.
so the driver would refresh, like,
Food off
I don't
the
know,
highs
5 or
now,
6 times a day.
86.40.
And they knew that the error, but they couldn't fix it. I was like, fuck.
TUP, come on, you're supposed to give me a little more than that.
Even though my next upgrade is probably going to
Tough
be
up.
AMD.
Wanted a bit more.
I was literally about to hit the button without even looking at where the price was, and I was like, "Oh, just that small little poke through 50. You can give me more than that."
Dollar.
And then, ugh, oh, yeah, of course, David got it. That fucker. He probably chased it.
Yeah, he does what I would consider chase those.
Yeah, like he sees it moving down, and he hits it as it's moving down. Son of a bitch! Definitely missed that one. I pulled it right up too, and I had it up at the top, and I saw it jiggle like for a split second,
Carrot.
and I was like, I just want to see it go higher. Even Justin got it. Fucker.
Frog, I've never had a CMOS work. Unless you're doing a heavily overclocking, you have to clear a CMOS. But... So what I was suggesting is if you're running like 3600 speed, try dropping it to like 3200.
Right.
That's what-
Yeah.
Because you really don't lose that much performance, and it might make your memory more stable.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Scalping
So you're
this
probably running
by a penny.
new DDR4.
Hold on, I'm in this TUP.
Oh, sorry. Should have shut up.
That's all right. I just got
Autofilled.
it. All right, I'm out.
It's all good.
Dollar.
Dude, I missed it again, dude. I was slow on that.
Nice.
Yeah, I hit that. Ah,
Get some more coffee, Thomas. You're slowing.
Dangig.
I was not expecting it to dump like that after it went higher.
LOL Whippy.
Yeah, I don't think it's coffee, dude. IMVPT or IMVT through high day.
Yeah, F that thing. Look, it never got through 8. It literally came back down to 8 again, tested it, and then went all the way back up. Is there any news on this TUP?
Parties at Target is the news.
It's a Tupperware, man. The new fucking Tupperware party at Target. I don't know. There's nothing coming up on mine.
Dang, look at this IMVT.
IMVT hot.
have an order out on this IMVT. You guys should know where it's at.
They have to give me a price, otherwise I have to look at it.
S&P futures just near the highs right now, 37.98, up about 3%.
Order filled.
Are you talking TUP?
IMVT.
IMVT. I just started it. It ran right into that area on the daily. Just looking for 850 to be tested again here, especially after running into that area on the daily.
They still have Tupperware parties? What the f- Oh, I get it. Apparently Tupperware was never sold in big box retailers, and now it's going to be sold in Target. I did not know that.
What is your IB showing for shortable shares? Mine's not showing anything.
IMVT, 800.
QSILNT. IMVT.
Did I miss anything?
In IMVT, still hanging out up here, if you're interested.
Tiny. Karen.
No, I don't trust that. You got in? What is
Yeah,
that?
888.
That makes sense for you. Oh, I see you got top 2, UP.
Yeah. Kind of sad on that one because that thing flushed like right after I got out. It went right through the $0.50. Wasn't expecting it to. This IMVT sure likes to make big moves and just kind of hold up where it's at. Really gotta pee.
Oh god, you wake up to shenanigans again. I'm not ever ordering from Newegg for a long time.
Amazon's pretty much made Newegg irrelevant to me.
Yeah, well, the latest scandal is, you know how they always have like motherboard kits and like buy this motherboard, get a deal on memory and blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, apparently they were shipping out DDR5 motherboards with DDR4.
Oh right, I forgot how much I hate the way this trades.
from the
LOL.
website. It's like listed on the
Ha
website.
ha ha.
Right.
So it's no, I'm not doing AM5. Too expensive. DDR5. Ugh. I'm probably not gonna do a high-end build this time around. I always usually do the highest end I can afford, which is usually pretty high-end.
I don't want to, but
I don't think I need to anymore.
yeah, I'm just hoping there's nothing wrong with my video card.
Well, so do I. But well, you're still under warranty if you can. Prove
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I know.
You just
I'm
gotta
gonna
do it
try
before
these
it
little
ends.
things. Yeah, it's 3 years, which I don't think I've. 3070 hasn't been even. It's been what, a year?
Might be 2 years since you've gotten that thing.
Yeah, but I looked it up this morning. Actually, it said it's 3 years.
Yeah, it's totally not worth DDR4 to DDR5, but I would just get it because I keep my systems forever. Like, when did I buy this one? 2012, 2014? I just don't think spending
Tough
$400
LNG.
on a processor, $300 on a motherboard, $200 on memory is worth it.
Well, it's not, especially if you wait a year and you get all the same shit for half price, basically.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm thinking about buying. I'm not going to buy the new stuff coming out. That's usually when I buy because you get the best deals on them from Micro Center. But I might just buy last year's, well, current gen.
If this can't get down towards 70, I'm probably just going to take this thing off. I'm not going to sit here and do the same exact song and dance again. I mean, there's no reason this shouldn't go down and
Happy
retest
I am
850.
VT taking my $5 bill.
Woods says ZM Zoom and MSFT Microsoft will lead software names.
Other than the fact that somebody's propping it. Get the pull out.
That's Zulu Michael Sandy Foxtrot Tango.
Order cancelled.
I got a poll for you. Of course, it's made out of copper, which does not work for a stripper pole. It's got to be brass or stainless. The really fast stripper poles, when you see them spin around, is a two-stage. There's a pole around another pole.
About to just put this ticker on my do not trade list. Give this one last shot here. There we go.
Order filled.
I just took it off there. I'm done with it.
$. Hoo at Tim.
I am getting hungry. Yeah, I have no idea what IMVT was about. But yeah, I mean, that line was right off the daily. I mean, the odds are this comes down and retests this 844, which is, I should have just took half, but I didn't have much size. Well. Actually getting some trades today feels good.
You have shorts on ICPT?
Do. That is
it needs
interesting.
more.
All that volume in one candle there, huh?
UMP, Papa Uniform, Michael
1450,
Papa.
1475.
Dang, look, this thing's just gonna go all the way back down.
Petro Holdings is a Zach
Trying to bounce off that previous resistance.
$10 selection.
That's what I need to try to get
Most of the
better
volume
at.
wasn't on one candle. It'd be more
Is if I'm
interesting.
gonna look to hold for areas, I mean those previous resistance here. I mean, I should have at least waited for the 850. But I mean, that was the fastest things moved all day. So I was actually kind of happy. Say Tuesday or Wednesday? Just Tuesday, right?
Come on, bitch, break.
Which one you watching, Thomas?
IMVT.
Oh, you're in it?
Got some leftovers there.
Yeah, 880.
So that's good.
Yeah, I was like, you guys know where my order's at if you're looking at the chart.
What's your 9 at, Tim?
I don't use the 9 anymore. I have the 13.
What's the 13 at?
856. It's already below it.
Yeah. IMVT. Well, you're on the 2-minute, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me move it. My 9 is about 875, 878.
Josh.
Yeah, you're below everything. I was not expecting that kind of a pullback out of this thing. Man, look at it go.
The 200's at 7.
And you're bouncing off VWAP right here, but I'm sure you got that up.
Yeah, I got VWAP on.
HAS Hasbro cutting their guidance for full year 2022. Expects flat to slightly lower.
I guess the guy that was propping that shit at $8, he decided that $9 test was good enough. Yeah, green is green. Was that green yesterday? Yeah. Which my average share size position? It depends on the ticker and the range of the ticker. I think I was only up, let's see, $5.70 yesterday. I only took those 2 trades, DWAC and VSAT. Yeah, I guess I haven't looked at, that VSAT trade killed my win streak, like per trade, but I haven't looked at the calendar. I don't remember the last time I had a red day. Let's see.
Hasbro cuts sales
Fuck yeah.
forecast.
Yeah, and it
Shares of Hasbro pulling
dropped
back to
$6.
68.69 on that guidance. Hotel Alpha Sandy. Shares of Mattel also moving on that, moving lower. Michael Alpha Tango.
I may not have put.
I'll drop
I know I
2.
saved the trades, but maybe I didn't add them into my journal yesterday. Oh yeah, they're not in here. Guess I could add my trades in from today so far too. Of course, I understand that, but you trade small caps, right? I
Yes, sir.
trade between small and.
Lord, dude.
I mean, I kind of trade everything depending on the type of
Facts.
move
Go
it
down and
makes.
cut downhole.
Like IMVT is almost $1 billion company, 117 mil float, which is a little bigger than I'd like. But then I also traded TUP, which I think is a lot smaller. Yeah, TUP's 44 mil float, $316 million company. So there's a lot of Aventador. What's up, man? Thanks for the sub. There's a lot of in between. I try to stay away from too small of a cap because that's when they can get a little loony. Right, yeah. If it's a big float and it makes a nice move, like IMVT, I'll play it. But I always have to remind myself that I always use the go-kart and tractor-trailer analogy. Like how long does it take a go-kart, a small cap, to turn around versus a tractor-trailer, big cap, to turn around, right? I always try to think of it like that. I don't really think it matters, Bullseye, to be honest. I think it just wherever your edge is. I don't think the amount of money you're using to trade has anything to do with what type of stocks you should trade. I think it'd be easier to trade smaller caps just because the price would be cheaper. You can take more shares if you need to. But yeah, all of my trades are range based, like as far as share size. So I could trade an $8 stock with 50 shares, and then I could end up trading in $60 stock with 100 shares. I mean, it really depends on the range of the move. Yeah, I mean, the go-kart stocks are definitely more of what I look for. But there's going to be days where if you want to trade, you're going to have to trade ones that aren't go-karts.
There's a Funko FNKO also playing on that.
I typically don't try to hold longer. It's just sometimes it takes longer for a ticker to play out.
FNKO.
I mean, I just had one of the one trade I took yesterday, I think was like 8 seconds long. Even ATEC, my best trade today was, I mean, I don't think it lasted very long. I mean, you can see. Let's see. First entry was 9:30.50, and I was out at 32. So it was 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. It was a minute and 40 seconds. No, a minute and 20 seconds. Yeah, I was only in this for a minute and 20 seconds. And these are A+ trades. They're like, this was a great trade. Now I got in, decided to keep going, scaled in almost perfectly. When it went to, we got filled at 73. It went to 77. So that was a really, really good one.
What was that?
I was replying to Tom, not Thomas.
So green days in a row. My last red day was September 9th, and I lost $8 that day. And that was over the course of 6
So you
trades.
guys following in the new AMD processor shit?
No, not at all.
So what's that? 5.
So
15.
I don't know if you know who DeBauer is.
7. So 17 days in a row. But 3 of those days, the 23rd, the 29th, and the 30th, I didn't even trade.
He's a very knowledgeable overclocker. He makes, you ever hear delidding a CPU where you take the top off? And,
Yes.
okay, he makes the tools to do that stuff. He makes the CAD programs and all that shit. So
Someone told me he buys
but
reversals
apparently the
using a
AMD
2%
chips
stop loss.
to
Is
make
that
them
too
work
tight
with
on
the
reversals?
AM4 boards,
I mean, I guess 2%
that
depends
silver
on
part that's on
the
top,
price of the
part
ticker.
Right.
is thicker than normal, and that's why they have the 90-degree temperatures this time. So he took it off and put it what they call direct die cooling, which is basically you put a cooler directly on the die, and he dropped it by 20 degrees, which is just basically unheard of.
Wow.
and he's already making the thing. He makes the tools to do it.
Welcome back, Alexers. No, this
Of course,
isn't
the
our
problem is you void the warranty. Normally,
Wait, you
it
void
would-
the warranty by taking the top of the CPU off? Wow.
This is the metal contact.
You put the holy crap, what's the gray putty stuff? I'm drawing a blank.
Thermal paste?
Thermal paste, thank you, Jesus. You put that on the wrong way, they void your warranty.
I've never really heard that. I always do that.
Well, they will. They'll make you take a picture of it, and if you're dumb enough to take a picture of it and there's not enough thermal paste there, they'll void your warranty. They'll be like, "Oh, that's your fault. You know, that's your fault."
That's crazy. That sounds like a fucking gigabyte or MSI bullshit.
You can never have enough paste. Oh yeah, you can.
You could eat enough paste to get sick. I've never had graphic card issues, and if I had, they're usually way out of warranty.
I've never had graphic card issues, and I've had some graphics cards. Like I still have like original graphics cards, like a 470. Like that's how like, and that is so old, and I've never had an issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden I'm having
I
this
have
issue,
a
which I don't think is a
GTX
graphics card.
The last one that I have that's running, I have a GTX 760, and I use that in my media PC, and that thing's been running fucking like 24/7 since Lord knows how long the 760 came out.
Say it's a $3 to $9 ticker. But again, I mean, 2% of $3 versus 2% of $9 is a huge
I
difference.
forget what movie that's.
I mean, what?
That's one of the. When the dude goes back to school, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's triple. I mean, I guess did that in my head, but it's 6 cents on a $3 stock versus 18 cents on a $9 stock. Like, that's a big difference.
But you know,
But
you
a
know,
$3 and a
people be
$9
letting
stock
their
could have the
CPUs
same
with
range that day.
Liquid metal in there.
So
dropping a few
I don't like
degrees.
the percentage idea
20
because
degree drop.
I mean, it doesn't make any
Going
sense.
from
Yeah,
95
that's
degrees.
Bullseye, you
Well,
should come in the
they're running
Discord
at
and talk to
95
them
degrees, which is on
because they
the
can't
high
see what
end
you're saying.
of
I mean,
normal.
they could, but I don't think they're watching the chat. Come in the Discord and go into the chat room.
Be
The
interesting.
link's down below. DT will talk to you about that stuff all day.
Yeah, even not all previous gen coolers work either. That's going to be a big confusion. Like that, the famous Noctua one doesn't work on the new.
Yeah, I mean, if you can always risk the same amount per trade and you're
New
doing like a
Asian
1-to-1
sets.
type strat, then that's what you're supposed to do. You're good to go. Excuse me.
Come on, go on to 20. Go, bitch.
Two to 1 or 3 to 1. Yeah. I mean,
That's Jefferson says,
if you
Lego
can have a
protest
50%
slow,
win rate and you're getting 2 to 1,
dime drop
even
bucket,
just 2 to 1,
very
I mean,
tight
you're good to go.
wedges.
If you can be consistent getting 2 to 1 and your win percent is 50%, I mean, you're good to go. I mean, even if you're doing 3 to 1, I think, I don't remember, I don't have the chart in front of me, but I think that's, you only need to win, what, 33% of the time just to break even?
Isn't it this about where B says ILT, INT or something and it just bottom falls out? Isn't it what's supposed to happen right now?
Well, yeah, but he wasn't here to get his ads. We don't think, unless he had orders out.
It's
So
about
this
to get-
could
it's
be
about to
where his
be
average is.
I got my stop at 29.
The SPY's coming down, so that hopefully should help. But this thing obviously made a move that SPY didn't, so that was kind of weird. So DT Bullseye in the chat, he's gonna mainly be talking to you.
yeah.
Calling you a hoe. Oh, I see. It's edited. He was a hoe. Oh, show. I'm not gonna lie, like looking at my stream, like looking at how the
META,
fish
Meta,
tank look,
New
like
York
just
Times
changes the
reporting Meta is
whole.
shutting its bulletin newsletter subscription service. Plans
It's
to
so
wind
cool
it
looking.
down by
I feel
early next
I'm
year.
like, wait, is that my stream? Pretty cool looking.
It does look cool, but it looks out of angle. But it's not a way you could fix it.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, finally, you show up in my live streams. Oh, that's hilarious. I just heard myself.
It just changes the whole dynamic of how it looks. Like when it was right behind me, it just
Market
looked
Frog's
dumb.
Market Frog's got a good idea for you.
Yeah. No, I've actually tried that in the past.
Well, fish prefer blue light, not red light.
There you go.
Supposed to put the blue light on when they go to bed. Oh my god, it is RGB. What the fuck? Looks like you got birthday candles on there.
One where?
To the left in front of the boat.
Oh yeah, that's one of. I let the kids pick out one thing to put in there, and it's like they're like little hoops. They're neon little hoops.
Gotta do with the kids.
I just wish I could get rid of the light coming into the window. It looks so much better. Like when I was messing with it at night, it looks so
If you could
good.
move it up to where the edge, and so it just like, so if you took the edge of the tank, where the you know, if you look at your stream, see where the shutter is showing. If you could move that all the way over to where there was no light, so you just saw the fish tank, that'd be cool. But it wouldn't look right in the room.
But that's what I'm saying. If I just put a curtain up on the window, because right now the
just
blinds
delete
are
that
there.
whole edge of the tank from your stream.
I mean, I could do that without moving anything.
know,
I could just do that on those.
camera.
Yeah.
But
But I actually like having the whole tank in there. I think cutting the tank off wouldn't look right. I think the right move is to try to kill the light coming in from the outside.
yeah, well, just
Let me grab something just to see what it looks like.
Tim's gonna get real ghetto. But yeah, I knew it. He's gonna put a towel over it. Look at him with his matching pajamas.
It's a cover, not a towel, not that getup.
That's only because you got a wife. Oh, don't fall. I gotta open OBS just in case he falls. Your wife's gonna walk in and go, what the fuck is that?
It's not long enough. That's what she said.
You just have to say that twice. So Bullseye is not in books.
Where am I going now? Just falling over dreams. Now I'm just so far gone, this isn't what it seems. Taking me so damn long, it's fading from belief. I need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath. Come break this line, the phone's in my tights. Holding on for what is worth my life. I'm all inside, I'll make it up the void. Find my way to giants in the sky. Tonight it comes to life.
Thomas, too bad we didn't have the fart sounds right now.
Tim!
Fuck you too. I don't want you to get hurt though.
Ah, now you can see that.
Yeah, that does look a lot better. You know, like if that left wall around the window was dark colored, that looked really cool. Really shows off the tank. Look at those calves.
Boom.
Don't bend over too much.
President
YouTube's gonna ban
Biden
you.
reinforced ironclad commitment to Japan's defense in in a call with the Japanese Prime Minister. That from the White House.
I like how much better that looks.
Yeah, it does look a lot better.
I did all that while carrying too.
Or are you still in IMVT?
No, I meant
Must be.
appendix.
Yeah, it's not. There's no chart for that. I wonder if your fish get stressed out by light change like that.
You know, I remember looking at it once upon a time, and I remember not finding anything conclusive. Because I can literally, there's an option on here where you can like cycle through like the RGB lights.
Yeah, but is that an actual fish tank light, or
Yeah.
is it just? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it could be different for freshwater and saltwater. The saltwater are very susceptible to stress.
And
They
here
don't
I can,
change.
yeah, I can show you why. So like this is the RGB blue, but they have the blue light that you were talking about earlier,
The night light, yeah.
where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be
That's
this
like
blue.
neon blue. See how they-
Yeah.
Oh God, those fish are. I'd be like, fuck you.
Well, you can turn it down.
Obviously.
There you go. Then you got just the
Oh,
white.
the flicker.
Yeah, the flicker is actually really bad at a certain percentage. They're probably like,
funny, you have the
what's
same
going
doors I do."
on?
Some more from that press release.
I hate those
Hasbro's
doors, man.
Magic the
The
Gathering
one
I hate
side,
it
like,
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
I
it's
bump
so
into it all the
annoying.
time.
$1
Yeah.
brand.
Well, I just leave it
Hasbro's
open
report
because
ranking
I used to
for
bump into it all the
any
time.
brand
Yeah,
at
yeah.
$1 billion or greater.
Well, mine doorway's way
Hasbro
wider,
sees
so it's got
huge
it's got a 36-inch
operating
door
profit
and then has two
impacted,
sides on it.
more
Almost looks like a front door
significantly due to
into the dining room
different
area
revenue
Yeah,
mix.
yeah.
between the kitchen thing. Yeah, you don't see
Hasbro's
those.
targeting
Surprising, you probably are in a
$250
newer
to $300
house.
million
I
in
haven't
cost
really seen
savings
those
over
in
the
newer
next 3
houses.
years.
But again, your house is huge. That's
Plans
why I put
licensing
that
Well, this
agreements
is-
with brands.
They use these same doors here and into like the office / like extra room off the master bedroom. That's the only places they have them.
Yeah, it always seems to be like these weird spare rooms. 'Cause
Yeah.
We don't really do the whole dining room thing anymore.
Well, I think the idea behind these doors was they were supposed to lead into like an office type area,
True.
which
But I
is
wouldn't have
fine.
Glass
But
doors.
yeah, I absolutely don't like them. I'd rather change it to something.
It's not hard to fix.
Oh, I know, but I've had no need to. At least not yet.
Exactly.
So I always say there's nothing wrong with it. Now when I have FU money, that's a different story.
Yeah, I broke one of the windows. I fucking tripped over something and banged my shoulder into the door and broke the little window. I had to replace it. Damn it.
Looney, no, it's definitely. I have a bunch of stuff in there actually. Got some mollies, tetras. I have 2 bristlenose plecos. I have 2. They're not called rainbow tetras. Called the exact name for them, but they're the biggest tetras I've ever seen, and they have like a rainbow tint to them. So they're actually really cool.
Hasbro's Investor Day says they're going to be
tiger
focusing on the
barbs. I have a
customer
bunch of
and
tiger barbs in there.
direct-to-consumer. Says direct to consumer and digital will be a major investment focus for the company.
And then yeah,
Company's
there's
direct
all kinds of different
platform
tetras in there.
anchored
There's
by
like the
Hasbro
classic
Pulse
neon
and
tetras. There's
D&D
some
Beyond
albino
is poised to become
tetras.
a $1 billion
I had
digital e-commerce direct business with over 50 million accounts.
the want to get some cardinal tetras, but they're expensive. And I also want to get one of these like eel looking things that I had in one of my old tanks, but I haven't gotten around to getting one yet.
Enable database decisions and deliver superior consumer insights.
Entertain your.
They were asking.
I know, I get it.
It's Hotel Alpha Sandy.
It's a centerpiece,
HAS.
man. I remember when I first moved in, and I was like, man, this office, like I just have this too much space behind me, and I was like, I want to get a fish tank again. And it took a while, but it was I paid $150 for all of that. The tank, all the filters, all the stuff inside of it, except for the 2 things my kids got, like all the media, and the light. If you look that light up, it's $200 by itself.
And to get it used.
Yeah, I got it off of
so easy
Marketplace.
To get used fish equipment because people just want to get rid of it.
Yep.
And no one buys fish equipment. Saltwater's
Twitter?
crazy.
Twitter? Holy crap. Twitter halting. That has to be Elon news.
Oh, did that go through?
TWTR halted.
That's got to be Elon news.
Whoa.
No news yet.
Somebody put a Momo alert out 20 seconds ago. It was like,
What did
Twitter's up
Elon say now?
1.5%, trading at 43.18. No, not anymore.
Yeah, it's like when the stock
TW
is going down.
Twitter.
And
Hold on,
the
hold
news
on.
goes,
Spiking
stock is
news
rising
on
because of.
to the upside. Elon Musk proposed Twitter to proceed with the deal at 54.20 cents a share. Twitter popping to 45.
Oh, Elon's pumping it again.
6.7%.
Oh, really?
Tango Whiskey Tango Romeo TWTR.
$TWTR asterisk must.
He's saying, okay, 54.20. It took him that long to get all of his shares back in down here. So is this going to open at $54? Holy crap. Can you imagine the people that are going to shit their pants? Why can't Elon just like tell me that he's going to do this, man? Come on.
That report on Twitter, according to Bloomberg. We're seeing Bloomberg reports circulating. Again, Twitter paused on a circuit breaker to the upside above the $45 level.
So theoretically, this should open up there. But it just says proceed. It doesn't mean it was done. He proposed to Twitter to proceed.
Meme, baby, meme.
But that's what I'm saying. He built a position back in it. He's like, all right, let's make some more money. Like, he can't get in trouble for it.
He's a genius, man.
Yeah, dude, it's utter genius. Like, imagine just the amount of shares he has, and he's just gonna sell them all right now.
And no imbalance because it's not a Nasdaq stock. Elon is a dumb genius.
If there's ever been the need for the 2 words dumb genius put together, this is definitely it.
God, the fucking Twitter memes are out already.
Can you imagine the person that was like just longing at $43 just because he thought it was a good setup? And then it just spikes to a halt, $2 up.
No.
Ah, you know it happened to somebody.
Of course.
That's crazy. Surprised it wasn't
happened
Devin.
to a guy that shorted on a
Yeah, so
pharmaceutical play.
do you think the market maker somehow, like, I don't know, like how can they pull all those like offers that fast?
They probably have some automatic shit.
Oh, but Bullseye, that's 100% shorts covering.
Oh yeah, definitely a fucking squeeze.
100%. Like, I don't think anyone, I mean, I guess people could be jumping in long. I'm sure there are some people. That was crazy. I mean, it popped up on the scanner. I pulled it right up and it was already halting. Pretty insane move. I just don't even know if I were to try to play this, like how to play it.
QSI out all.
Sure wouldn't be taking any significant share size.
I don't know. I've seen a few trading plans revolving around halt.
I don't mind them, but something that's news and it has like a definitive number in the news, like those always kind of throw me off.
Yeah, I can't even remember. There was a guru that used to play those things. Can't remember her name. I think she also had that podcast. Have you seen that podcast with the two chicks? So stupid.
No.
I think it was called Trader Babes or Trading Babes.
I'm sure they had more subscribers than I do.
Yeah, well. The one that was cute.
A minute halt.
The other one was just the.
10 minutes halt, could be a big gap.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
I wanted to short it right there so bad.
Twitter shares resume trade. Now up 14.5%.
I'm taking Twitter's news.
Yeah, Elon said that he wants to proceed with the deal. I guarantee this is him selling everything at right under 50. Oh, I want to hit it so bad. I can't even do it with like a... I don't even want to do it.
One share.
I have 5 loaded. I had 10, and then I was like, maybe I'll go to 5.
$. 10 shares. LOL. 20 LOL.
Boy, he changed up his shares
I had 10
a lot,
loaded,
huh?
then went to 5, and still didn't do it.
No, just on risky ones. God, I so should have been in that. Oh well.
I had 10 then went to 20 LOL.
I mean, these are. Oh, I hope he's not still in it.
Danjit. Oh no.
Twitter shares halted on code.
Oh no, Elon's already out. He don't care. He's like, you can halt this shit till next year. It just got halted. News pending.
5 shares left.
Oh, Elon. Oh, Elon. I guarantee you that he's just sitting at a computer somewhere watching all his shares get sold at $49.99 and just laughing. I don't know that he's out, Bullseye, but I can almost guarantee you that that was a lot of it had to do with him. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he's out. I mean, they're not going to say that shit publicly anyway. But I mean, the dude, wherever his position is, just pumped it. And he didn't even like say the deal's going through. He said, let's just proceed. He didn't even have to say like it's actually going through or anything. I'd still be in this probably, so I'm kind of glad I didn't get in. He was like, I want mommy.
Tesla, ticker TSLA, shares pulling back over the past few minutes following a report suggesting Elon Musk has made another offer for Twitter.
It's funny. Twitter goes up, Tesla goes down.
Yeah, where's he going to get that money to pay for Twitter? That's why Tesla's going down. David is saying that apparently Elon didn't tweet this. So they're wondering where it's coming from.
I was just thinking, Tim, if you wanted to dim that light and not piss off your wife, you probably get that window tint shit that you just spray with.
Why would putting up
sticks in the window?
why would putting up a curtain piss my wife off? I just need a second curtain so that it doesn't look dumb, but
I didn't think you were gonna go that far.
I mean, it fixed the problem instantly, so I mean, I kind of like it. It is kind of weird looking in person, but I mean, makes the stream look a million times better.
What, without your face in there?
Fucking
stupid.
We tried turning the salt thing on, see what happens. Yeah, see how it kind of like adds that extra, looks better with the blue though. And again, it looks better in the dark. Fisher like, yo, make up your effing mind. The CEO of Twitter, he tweeted, he's like, I just realized I'm getting fired.
Report stating that Elon Musk to
Yeah, but then you're gonna make a shit ton
bid
off the sale.
Twitter.
I have no idea. He's CEO. I don't know if he actually owns any of it.
Oh, but they get shares.
I mean, I'm sure they do. I don't know if they always
Delta
get them.
Whiskey Alpha Charlie, EWAC, RUN.
Guess it depends on their contract and what they want to do.
Yeah. I'm just saying, usually the board members, CEOs, all those people usually make a killing on that shit.
White House
Isn't that what the
says
movie's
North
telling you?
Korea's latest missile launch is obviously destabilizing in an MSNBC interview. Seen a report that the Ukraine central bank governor has resigned in a post on Facebook.
He didn't resign. What? That's a way to spin it. What is H11?
What?
The a halt. It's H11 mean. Regulatory concern?
Yeah. Trading as a whole in conjunction with another exchange or market for regulatory reasons. Yeah, that explains it.
Well, no, that's not Twitter. That's CO. I was just curious why that was still halted. There's a lot of H11s. Trying to see if I even know any of these. What's T12?
I forget what T12 is.
Isn't that bankrupt?
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
halt. H11's NASDAQ is halting in conjunction with another exchange.
Oh, yeah. T12 is the one where they're waiting for information.
Yeah, that's the bad one, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily. It just means
Well,
that
it can take a long time.
Yeah. But H11, that sounds bad. Regulatory concerns? Like, oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have all that fucking capital.
Material info.
Some for like 6 to 8 months.
I forget what stock that was.
XOM, Exxon, head of upstreams, has production at Sakhalin 1 oil field in Russia. Largely is shut in.
That 241 is where it's at.
X-ray,
And then
Oscar
you're all the way down
Mike,
here.
Crude up 3.5%
207.
for the session.
I just think it's funny that when he made sure this price, this news was coming out, he was like, just make sure the price is in there. Because, I mean, you could have easily just come out and say, you know, I told Twitter to proceed with the deal. But to include the price like that, there's only one reason you're doing that. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna go find something to eat. Long stayed my outstayed my welcome here, but things were happening. So I'll be in the Discord. Links down below. Come join us, and we can keep talking in there. As far as the stream goes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you being here. Decent green day, kinda. Still would obviously like a little bit more than we're getting, but I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.